Good morning, good morning, good morning. Mary here, also known as Reverend Dr. Mary Whitney. It is Sunday, my favorite day of the week, and I wanted to say today is 215th day together, and the topic I chose is when forgiveness feels impossible. Okay? Have you ever reached a place where someone you had hurt you so deeply that forgiveness didn't even seem possible? Think about that. If you have, you're not alone. Today, I'd like to share part of my own journey and what I've learned through years of healing on purpose, advocacy, and working alongside others who were carrying deep wounds themselves as well. See, so many times I believe we think we're alone in this. We're not. Many people are hurting. And so I want for us to sit up straight. I want us to keep our feet on the floor as we ground ourselves, or on the dirt or the sand if you're at the beach or wherever. Just ground your thinking, okay? And I want you to hug yourself, and I want you to take 3 deep breaths with me. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Yes. And so there were seasons in my life where forgiving the harm that had been done to me felt impossible. As I became a domestic violence advocate and began unpacking my own stored pain, something was shifting. I discovered that healing isn't something that simply happens with time. It happens as we learn new ways of understanding ourselves. Because so many times you look outside yourself, right? Blame, shame, whatever it may be that causes us to reflect out that way. It hinders our healing path. I began learning how the brain works. Many of us are just reactionary people, right? And our reactions seem to come automatically, much like trusting a pilot to safely guide us to our destination. You don't know their experience, right? You don't know everything about how many years they have practiced, or if this is their first flight. We don't know. We just trust the pilot, right? Our brains are constantly working in the background to protect us, okay? And so if you can trust a pilot to get you where you need to go, why can't you trust yourself to do what you need to do to straighten things out, right? Think about it. Long before we had words to explain our pain, our minds was already trying to keep us safe, because that's the brain's job, is to keep us safe. As a child, I experienced life through the understanding of a child. But adults invited something else, right? Adulting takes time. And so when I was becoming an adult, it invited me to something different. It required me to put away childish things and the way I was coping with life, and began practicing healthier skills on my own. Adulting isn't easy. I know that, and you're finding that out if you're a young person right now, right? It's hard, but it is where healing begins. We slowly learn that what once made us run and hide no longer had any control over us. Through many conversations, trainings, and life experiences, I learned some burdens belonged to someone else, and some of those burdens belonged to me to carry. And many that never did belong to me was still carried within the core of my being because of my upbringing, right? These new perspective, though, through those trainings that I was going to, learning how to be a domestic violence advocate, learning to be a restorative practitioner, learning how to create and design things on my own, it changed some things in my life. And when you live the experience that you're taking other people through, there's a different kind of trainer in front of you. You know, that's why there's beginners, there's intermediates, there's, those who have been fully experienced. And when you do the same thing for 2 decades, that makes you master a skill, right? And so when you master the skill, you can teach others to become masters as well, right? That's not what we started out trying to do. We just started out doing the work, right? And so that makes all the difference in the world in the way we show up in front of you or with you in the classroom or the training conference, right? And so start picking a conference that you know is going to give you the meat that you need to carry what you're experiencing to the next level for yourself, right? And so all those conversations, all those trainings and everything I was going through, they were shaping my listening, my learning, my practicing at the same time what I was learning. See, when I go through trainings, I'd go find someone to share that training with, to practice my speaking and teaching in front of them. And all the while, I didn't even know I was becoming a speaker. But it changed things. The fear goes away. I wish it would go away with this thunder and lightning I be hearing sometimes, but I'm practicing just sitting with it as well. Because what you sit with and can get comfortable with will change the way you show up with it, right? So be willing to listen differently than I had ever listened before. Help restructure my thinking in a different way. And all the trainings that I went through, I didn't let them take over me, right? So I overcame the things that were hindering me instead. So forgiveness didn't erase my past. It doesn't. It simply stopped allowing my past to dictate my future. And you can do the same yourself, right? It takes practice, it takes works, and yes, sometimes it takes years to get through something. But knowing that that possibility is there is enough to help take you to the next level, okay? Here's some things I want you to reflect on as you leave today. Is there something you've been carrying that no longer belongs to you? Ask yourself that. And then you practice what you need to do to let it go, or let yourself go, really. What might forgiveness look like if it were about your freedom instead of someone else's actions? Could healing simply begin by becoming curious about your own story instead of judging it, judging yourself, being hard on yourself? Let up. Haven't you been judged enough? Close the gap. I wanted to say thank everyone who have subscribed, who have liked, who have shared my YouTube channel with others. I appreciate you taking time for yourself as well as time to listen to what I had to say. I hope it does something to spark something new inside of you, and you become the new human you desire to see show up in this world, no matter what's going on in it. It doesn't have to control us. Let us hug ourselves. Let us take 3 more deep breaths together. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 1 more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. I love you. Take care of yourself. Share this YouTube with someone else who you think it might help. And I will see you on day 216, the Lord willing. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Be safe. We love you. Join our community. Subscribe. Bye-bye.